This is my 2018 Tacoma. Today I'm going to be doing a video on headlight removal. This will apply to anybody with the 3rd gen for the most part. Try and be detailed and short and sweet. So let's do it. Alright, so first you're going to have to take this grill out. It's pretty easy. You got 2 tins, one here, one here. You also got 2 clips here, one on each side, ties into the headlight. And after you get those removed, then you're gonna just pull straight out, kind of on an upward angle. There's clips in the bottom here that kind of clip in. It'll feel a little sketchy, but it comes out, I promise. If you got one of these, makes it a lot quicker, these little impacts versus a ratchet. And you can use one of these to pull your clips, but a lot of times, as you can tell, that one doesn't get used. I still just use the flathead. And after you make sure everything's out, this guy, on the top of these, I'll show you a little bit closer, but on the top of these, there's this ear kind of sets over the plastic. So you just want to make sure you pull those up, and as you can see, it becomes quite a bit looser. And then I just stick my hands in there and go ahead and try and walk her up off here, like so. And then if you have the sensor on the inside, here, you want to make sure you unplug it and release the wiring for it. Okay, these are these little ears that I was talking about on the grill that you want to make sure you lift up and pull over those. And then the wiring over here for the sensor, if you have the sensor up front like me, you're going to want to unplug this guy right here and release the little clip. Actually, yeah, this one and this one is what I'm doing. So I just get after those with some needle nose, and then you kind of just rock around back, and that's it. After you get your grill off, you're going to want to remove these little shrouds here. There's a clip in the bottom on both sides that is the same. We'll see this one down here. This one's a little bit easier, this side, just because you don't have all the lines like you do over here. After you get that clip out, there's a connection up here, and there's another connection down low. Both of those you have to get to from this side. You can kind of just wiggle them, they'll come loose. Same thing, you can use a flathead on that clip. The other part you'll release by hand. Like I said, there's one up top, one down below. The one down below is definitely easier to get to. The one up top is a little strange, but like I said, for the most part, you can just kind of wiggle it and it comes loose. I didn't even touch it with this hand. So this is what you'll be pulling out, both sides. So a little closer look at these. So this is the driver's side. See if we can get this to focus halfway decent. This is the top one. It's kind of at the top of the radiator support there. See, there we go. So yeah, so it's kind of a little bit of a pain to get to because it's up in that channel. But if you pull back on it and kind of stick a flathead in there and push on both sides, it comes right out. This one actually has 3 clips. Like I said, this is the driver's side. So you got that little one up top, you have this one about halfway down, and you have to reach over the radiator support and kind of pull up on that ear a little bit, and you can see it pops out. And then you got the one in the bottom there. This one I didn't even touch. I mean, it looks like it's meant to be pushed, but really just a little wiggling and it popped right out. And then when you pull these out, you kind of want to fold them towards the inside, and it's a little tedious, but they come out. That's the driver's side. And the passenger side is this guy right here. It has the same little deal here, but mine just more or less comes right out. And then the one I reach over the support for is this guy, and it actually has the same one down on the bottom. So 3 on each of these, I lied. Right after you get your shrouds out, the next thing we're going to be doing is taking this bumper cover loose. There's no way around it. You have to take the bumper cover loose. You have to take it all the way off, but we've got to at least loosen it. First, you're going to start by taking these guys loose here. I've seen a lot of guys just prying them out. You can do that. It's your truck. Do whatever you want. It's not exactly the right way to do it, but you can do that. After you take the shrouds out, it really opens up this area here. I'm using this little stick to show you, but so you can see down in there these clips. And I want to say there's 3 or 4 on each side that you're going to have to do. Those clips right there are what they're prying out. But there's actually, if I could get it to focus, you might be able to see it a little bit better. But in the center of those clips, you just push with your fingers. You can stick your arm down in there, no problem. Push the centers and push that guy out. And then up top here, there's going to be a little, I think mine's blue, a little blue clip that you have no choice but to pry on that one. But the bottom ones you don't have to pry on. And you really don't want to, just because you want to keep that stuff nice and tight. But before you do anything, you're going to want to remove this guy right here. All right, this guy is also a 10. So we're going to just zip it off there real quick. Both sides. And as you can see, you don't have to do all this crazy prying. Comes loose fairly easy. And then there's this guy up top here that it already popped loose, but it's a little blue one. So then after you get that loose, that's basically it. And there is three of those clips that you push. The 2 I showed you, one up a little higher, and the little tiny blue snap that you'll pull loose. Once you get that done, that's about it for that. You do the same to the other side. All right, after you get all that done, you got your 10 out. You got these snapped loose, these little clips on this flare here. You're gonna break this guy loose. I just use a flathead screwdriver. It's a fender liner holding to the bumper cover. And as you can see, you kind of just use your flathead, wiggle it up in there, and pull it on off. And that's all there is to that. So that guy's loose. And then after you get that guy loose, there's going to be a couple more clips on the bumper cover we're going to want to take loose. So we're going to want to take off that guy right there, just below the headlight, that one. You can drop all these off on the front. I don't feel like they give you a whole great deal of slack, but you can definitely do it. Doesn't hurt. And that guy on the other side. After you get those done, then we will separate the bumper cover from this little pinch bracket that is right here. Again, flathead screwdriver. Another thing you're going to want to do after you get all the clips done is the bumper cover actually sets over this little, see if I can get a good shot of this. Bumper cover sets over this little ear here. So, see if I can do it without making a shadow. You're going to want to pull that guy up over and make sure that that's pulled up over, because otherwise you can be tugging on it for a while, can't figure out why it won't let go. Now that you got all that done, we're going to go ahead and work on this pinch. Just like so. Like I said, it feels a little scary, but you're not hurting anything. It's designed that way. Once that's done, you can go ahead and scoot this guy forward. And oops, right here, you'll be able to see there's another little bolt up in there. I'll give you a close-up of that. Here's that bolt in there. And that's really all the more forward you have to pull this guy. Last thing to do to get this headlight out is we're gonna undo the connections in the rear, and for the lights, just unplug all the lights. Take this guy loose. I believe it's a 10 also. 10, 10, and 10. And then you have another, let me grab this light. You have another connection right there that will, it's a slide. So see if you can see the bottom. There you go. That's gonna slide. So after you get those 10s out and all the wiring unplugged from the bulbs, this light is actually gonna slide towards the inside and you'll be home free. Like I said, 10s. A 10 and a screwdriver is all I've used for this. So, all right, after you get that stuff broke loose, I already unplugged all my wiring for this light. These two brackets up here, they actually pull up and over the mounts there. It'll feel kind of sketchy, but it's a soft mount. It's how it's designed. After you pull it up over, same with this one, pull it up over. And like I said, you're gonna slide to the inside. No prying or tugging or anything like that. When you start sliding it over, I noticed that this guy always gets in my way here. So kind of just pull it up out of the way and it'll just fall on out. And that right there is how you take out the headlights on a 2018 Tacoma, or 3rd gen Tacoma, I should say. Whether you're gonna replace them, retrofitting, whatever, that's how you do it. Put them back in, do this in reverse. Here it is back together. I blacked the housings and smoked the lenses. I'm gonna do a separate video on that. It was a bit of a challenge, but it turns out looking pretty awesome, and it's definitely cheap to do, just time consuming. But I hope you guys liked the video. I wanna bring you more videos like this. My goal is to do a channel with this truck build, just this truck, all the way through from start to finish. So yeah, you guys leave me comments, man. I respond to everything. Not that I have a ton to respond to at the moment, but definitely leave me comments on anything you want to see. Like it, hate it, whatever. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, man. Help me build this channel and build this truck. We'll catch you guys in the next one.